Coach, what happened in the game yesterday with the red cards? That's kind of uncharacteristic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really uncharacteristic. And unfortunately, the fatigue started getting to our boys, and they started making decisions that normally you wouldn't see from any of our players. And they let that fatigue get to them a little bit, and unfortunately it cost us in the sign of a red card. But after that happened, I really commend the rest of the guys. They battled hard. We fought. The elements will get you out there, the elevation, the second half of a second game and everything else. But it certainly didn't help. And, we want to move on from it, and we certainly hope that all of our players learn from it. And we hope that we make good decisions throughout an entire game, and fatigue certainly can't be an excuse for us.
Were the red cards kind of more dirty play than it was just kind of an accidental playing hard and hitting someone? Or?
Actually, unfortunately, they were for players disagreeing with the referee. So they disagreed with the ref. The ref didn't like what they had to say. So once again, it was more of a matter of them losing their heads than it was actually dirty play or anything else. I believe if you look at the game, we actually had less fouls than they did. So it wasn't so much dirty play as it was just, losing your composure.
Yeah. Can you point to one thing on your team that leads you, that you've seen so far during the young season, that leads you to believe that you can have some success this year?
Certainly. I feel like if you look at the first half from the Denver game, we had 7 shots in the first half, and it was from 7 different players. So we feel like we are really playing good, sound team, fundamental soccer. And at the same time, we also look at the defense, and we know that we held Denver to 3 shots in the first half of that game. And that's pretty commendable based on the fact that it was their season opener. So we're on the road. We can hold the team to 3 shots, and at the same time, you look at how we're attacking, and we get contribution like that. At the end of the day, I believe we finished the game with 21 shots on goal. We really felt good. So you get the 21 shots, we get the shutout to start the season. And then we go to Air Force, the second game of a weekend, and we're up 1-0 at halftime. And it's the same thing. Everybody's contributing. So we certainly feel very good here going forward. We know we have 2 tough games coming up with Indiana and Notre Dame. Both of them came out with some pretty good results this weekend. So we do feel good. We feel like everybody is on the same page, and the team really fights for each other on the field. So we really feel good as a staff.
Hi, Coach. These non-conference games, they're important for a lot of reasons. One of them, obviously, kind of building that resume if you need it at the end of the year, if you don't win the Big West, let's say. Talk about going back east to Indiana and Notre Dame, getting some good solid wins, and getting those basically put on your resume for later in the year if you need them.
Absolutely. We look at the non-conference as twofold. Like you mentioned, it does have a lot to do with the RPI. At the end of the day, the tough conference schedule is really going to set us up for the postseason for our resume. And more importantly, we feel like these matchups are really going to prepare us for our conference. We have a very tough conference in the Big West, and playing some of the best teams in the country is really going to get us prepared going forward with our season. We certainly are looking to try and get a result against Indiana on Friday and Notre Dame on Sunday, and that's our #1 priority. But we also know it's going to set us up in the long run to be prepared for a really grueling Big West schedule this year, so we're excited.
And also we talked with Coach Hollaher about this, about getting off to a good start this year, how important it is. Last year didn't work out that way. So, again, trying to establish that momentum going into the conference season, how important is it, are these games early on?
All these games are very important. These games are going to set us up for the rest of the year. We really want to get firing, start building that momentum as you spoke of. And we feel like gaining results, getting wins against the kind of opponents that we're going to be facing for the duration of our non-conference schedule is something that we really feel will be positive for our team.